Hi everyone. So in this session, we will discuss about SAP S/4HANA MRP Live. So these are the things we learned as of now, and I'm going to check in the SAP system to determine the requirements and what kind of configuration we need to do it. Let us move this one to here. Okay. Let us go to SAP system. Go to SPRO. SPRO, SAP Reference IMG, Material Management, Consumption Based Planning. Okay. You can do the similar kind of a notes you see in under PP by MRP also. Okay. So consumption based planning, go to plant parameters, carry out overall maintenance of plant parameters. So some of the data will be automatically coming based on your copying from the reference plant, right? So that will be done. Let us go to maintain. I'm giving my plant GP01. So GP01. So what I'll maintain, it will show you like what number ranges, purchase requisition, for the focus area. So GP01, the plant level, it was maintained as a 01 as a number range. This MRP list and all, not much useful now. The planned order, you can use SAP standard one. You can create your own number ranges. Okay. External procurement wise, any decision you want to maintain the purchasing processing time. Okay. So these information we can control here. The reporting availability check. Okay. What is the availability check? And standard is PP. So we can check like how it was maintained, what is meant by PP. Okay. PP checking rule. Okay. So these are the things. Mostly we don't touch actually in the real time. Like I mentioned that the special procurement type, if you want to assign to that material, and mainly this one number ranges related thing maintain, and MRP controller. So we have how many MRP controllers you want to maintain, that you can give it. Anyway, there is separate node. Like I mentioned that if you are all, it is like a cockpit, everything is covered. Again, you will come and do that one. Okay, I can show you that if required. So I'm deleting from a GP01, save, and GP MRP configuration. So I will create one MRP controller. So it will be like GP01, G01, GP01 MRP controller. So like I mentioned, that MRP controller is like a kind of a the person who is responsible. We can maintain the details. MRP controller. Okay, we don't have that. The length is more. So okay. So we can use that controllers for each plant. What is required, you can maintain it. So if you take our another plant, GP02, here also either you can use SAP standard or you can copy and create G02. GP01 MRP controller. Here we will give the GP02. Okay. One controller is enough for us. GP01 and GP02. Okay, let us go to the main thing here. I don't want these two. Okay, and they will maintain for the GP03. Let's use these two plans, GP01, GP02 for our MRP testing. Okay, if you want to maintain any float information, that you can maintain it. Otherwise, we will go to MRP group. You can follow the sequence so that you don't have to remember by heart. So carry out overall MRP maintenance of the MRP group, and I'm going to maintain for my GP01, which is manufacturing. Maintain, and any standard MRP groups are copied. Things there. I will create like MRP G01. So click on maintain. Okay, it was not created. So we are first time we are creating. So either you can copy from any other MRP group. Okay. So if you have already have any MRP group, you can copy from there. If you don't have anything, you need to create first. Click on create, and G01, GP01 MRP group. Like I mentioned that this MRP group is going to control your thing. You must create an MRP group for maintenance purpose. Create, save. Now you go to maintain. You created, so you can maintain it. So there is, like I mentioned, there is a video also available on this. So scheduling or document type. This is most important one. For your plant and for 0001, and this is subcontracting PR, this is stock transport PR, this is the standard PR. What is the document type you wanted to use? So let us check from our looks like we have not created any MRP related one. Let me do that. Go to SPRO. We can consider this is like a prerequisite. You must have one PR and one PO for our MRP. We'll create it. Purchasing, and then purchase requisition. Go to define document types. I'm going to copy NB, and I'm going to give GMR, MRP or CBP, whatever we can give. GP, MRP, PR. Remaining the number ranges, everything we can keep it as it is. So if you really want to change, you can have your own number ranges changes. So save. Rest all I will use standard. We discussed multiple videos of purchasing. Like if you want to change the screen layout, everything, you can do that. I'm going to create one for purchase order, define document for purchase orders. I hope we have never created. Yeah. So I'm going to copy same way. I will copy NB and I create on my own GP, MRP, PO. MRP, PO. So the similar naming, I just wanted to give you clarity without any confusion thing. So my MRP PO document I created, and I'm not focusing on number ranges and screen layout and all. I want a document type. So select this PO and go to this link. Okay, first you will go to, oh yeah, link purchase requisition. There will be many things will be there, but I don't want to link all. I select all. Where is my NB? Okay, NB, and I want to have a maybe purchase requisition standard. Yeah, I only standard is enough for me for now, but anyway, we will keep it these things at least. Okay. Just delete it, just to avoid the confusion. We don't want any other to link. And I have all NB, copy, and I will change to GMRP. Why I'm using that NB? Just for me to copy the NB to avoid any missing entries while giving the manual things. So I link my GMRP to G, and let me delete that NB also if you won't want. Okay, we can delete NB or you can keep it, doesn't matter. But yeah, if you still wanted to avoid someone create wrongly with NB and then link to that one, it will impact our reporting and all. So I suggest to remove it. Okay, I have only my GMRP is linked. Allowed item categories, that is your decision whether you want to allow all kind of item categories or you want to allow only standard, that we can control it. So we have GMRP now, and GMRP is linked to the PR and PO. So yeah, I think we need one more S2 also, right? Okay, another one, I'm going to create a document type, UB. Okay, UB, someone deleted it. But anyway, we have STR. Okay, we will use the STR and GP, MRP, STR. Whenever I use the MRP, STR, I can get these things. And for my STR, allowed item categories, always U, because I want to create only the stock transfer requisition. Now the purchase order. In purchase order also, we will create one. I believe this one I created it. When we tested the testing that. GP, MRP, PO, and GP raw material. Okay, we can create this STO copy. I'm going to use, okay, I want the same name, so we will use this one, GP STO. So GP STO, I want to link with purchase requisition. Okay. So there's no reference one. I want to link with GSTR, item category U and item category U. No account assignment, real order, and dialog indicator. Okay. So we have linked the both of them. And how is our MRP? GMRP. Okay. GMRP and linked one. So how standard? That's it. Now we have done this. I'm going to utilize these things. I hope the number ranges are fine. If any error, we can check that. So for my stock transport, GMRP, and for STO, GSTR. Subcontracting also you can create it. Okay, definitely we will plan that. So this is the one in MRP group. We assign the stock transfer requisition, and normal MR. For subcontracting also, we can create one more. In the part two further sessions, I will plan those things because we need more. In the many people who are watching for the first time for the MRP, they feel heavy for if you're trying for many scenarios. At least MRP PR and STR PR I want based on our the main testing. That's why I put it that. And the planning horizon and all you can maintain if you want to have, and the safety stock. Okay, whether safety stock is allowed and whether you want to maintain safety stock at the plant level. Okay, so for example, if you see the data, what is this field about? Share of safety stock, which can be used for planning, like defines which percentage of safety stock should be considered during MRP so that it is available for covering requirements. This MRP relevant portion of safety stock ensures that the system does not unnecessarily generate procurement proposals in order to prevent stock shortages. The system proposes as follows: if the MRP relevant portion of safety stock is sufficient for covering the requirements, the system does not create any new procurement proposals. If the MRP relevant portion of safety stock is not sufficient for covering requirements, the system creates. So whether you wanted to share some of the safety stock, whether 30% or 40%, you can maintain it, otherwise leave it blank. So whatever the number you maintain in the material master, that will be considered. In the creation or indicator, if you want to keep like whether you wanted to create purchase requisitions in opening period or planned order purchase requisition, these things can be given. But anyway, in S4HANA, these data are not available. Classic MRP, it is available that. So this is the one MRP group, and GP02, I will create one more MRP group. This is G02 and GP02 MRP group. Click on create MRP configuration, maintain, go to maintain, scheduling document type. We'll use the same document types. Save it. So these kind of additional things you can click and see the documentation to see that what is this one. Purchase request handover to purchasing required. Determines that the purchase request created automatically during the MRP run need to be handed over to purchasing. So if you select this checkbox, then purchase request created automatically during the MRP run are blocked by a handover procedure. To convert such purchase requests into purchase orders, you first have to hand them over either in the handover purchase request app in the perspective managing app. Okay, so this is a new functionality in S4HANA. If you use this one, these apps need to be used to hand over to purchasing. Until that, it won't be converted to PO. Mainly, it will be helpful. My understanding that if you have an automatic PO creation, these PRs will not be available for automatic PO until this handling process is completed. So MRP group. This is the additional configuration. You can fix the MRP group for each material type. Okay, let's take it our material types. /o MM60 and GP01. We have material type ZRAM or GRAM, GP01. MRP group is G001. GRAM, GP02. It will save the time actually. The MRP group will come automatic. GP03. Okay. So for now, you can use this raw materials for testing. So MRP group will come automatically. The number ranges, if you use this number ranges, inside you will be, so what number range you want to use for purchase requisition? GP01. So the 01 requisition, the standard one only we are using. We are not creating anything new. So manual processing is not required. And MRP controller. So MRP controller we did already, so that you will see the data. See G01, G02. Like I mentioned that one in the plant parameters, if you maintain, that will be visible here. Kind of a duplicate. MRP type, you don't create until there is a special requirement to include any additional things. Otherwise, we will use the SAP standard. So ND, no planning. PD, the production planning related requirement we are going to use today more. And manual reorder point with external requirement and reorder point planning VB. Okay. So the VB and V1, the little difference I will show you now. Okay, in SAP standard also. What happened in VB? I was trying to use VB, but it is not considering the uh, stock transport related one. So that in our project, I copied VB and created a new one called G1, and I included the stock transfer requirements. Let's go to VB config. See here. So I was including the requirement of individual external requirements. Here we can include that whether you want to include the requirements of other, and also I did one more config additional action requirements in thing whether you wanted to purchase requisition related one or release order stock transport requisition you want to consider, and order reservations. So whatever you wanted to consider for the reorder point planning, these things we can activate and create your own one. So that's why I did it, because SAP is not considering the stock transport requisitions. Other than that, remaining SAP standard we need to use as it is. The special procurement types. The special procurement type we use like 40 is mainly for the stock transport between the plants, and 30 for subcontracting. If I see for our GP01 plant, okay, GP01, okay, we don't have that entries are maintained. We can copy from SAP standard. I want for 30, 40. Let's use this two. GP01. And here we have to maintain the supplying plant. For my supplying plant is GP02. Okay, the plant one, it mainly here GP01, and I'm maintaining the supplying plant as a GP02. For 30, this plant is not required to us, but the subcontracting, the special procurement. If you really give it also, it won't be allowed because the plant is unnecessary for procurement, because this plant is mainly for the in-house. When you procure between the plants, not in-house, we can see sectional only, but when you procure with special procurement, you can assign the supplying plant. I will show you that benefit of that also. Copy and do for GP02 30 and GP02. I'm giving supplying plant GP01. Whenever I create a STR, STO, I want to get from there. So this is the configuration, special procurement types. Whatever I explained in the document, we are going one by one. MRP area, you can create MRP areas for plant or storage location. Okay, you have to maintain this MRP area to that. The materials must be maintained at that level. assign storage location. If you create any MRP area, we need to maintain that. So already plant as MRP area will be there. Okay, we are going to create a new one. You can create. So we have to tell the system whether it is MRP area, plant, or storage location supply. These are all plant as MRP area. Okay, let me make it GP01. So what I'm going to do, create new entries. I'm going to create GP01 underscore RM01. RM01 MRP area. So store location is MRP area. I'm going to do that. What is MRP area type? MRP area type is a storage location. Plant GP01. So what is the receiving storage location? RM01. RM01. Let me check that. Okay, RM111. So RM11 so that I can maintain as RM11. Good. RM11 MRP area. So I already assigned here and save it. So this is the way how you can create MRP area and you can extend the materials to that thing. You can create that MRP profile, MRP area profile and all. So those things can be done. Assign storage location, already we assigned it. Plant is a plant. So like that you can create for subcontractors also, or I will say so you will see that how the plan is being happening. Okay. Okay, so we are going to see the MRP areas impact in the procurement. That also we can. So MRP area related additional extension of materials, like for example, if you want to use MRP area, the main thing you must understand that you need to use the you have to extend the materials uh, to the table. Okay, that is MDMA table, and the program wise also we have to extend it. Okay, the material master MM01 also you can do it. So that then the stock also will be visible at the MRP area level. The planning, stock, everything at the MRP area, you can do that. Now let us check this planning. So lot size, different lot sizes are available, MRP lot sizes. So like I mentioned, the fixed order quantity is quite popular. EX lot for lot order. Okay, if you use monthly, system will consolidate all the monthly requirement and generate one requirement. The same thing for weekly. If you use weekly, it will combine all and generate one requirement for that week. Okay. So the period, all the respective configuration setup is available here. We don't test what SAP standard. How is it available? We'll use as it is. So that's about the major configuration. Okay. And whatever SAP related data we accessed and how it will work. So now you can I hope you got that required understanding that how it will be useful. So when you work on the MRP related things, okay. So the requirement data and the profile maintenance, okay, those things and all, uh, you got an idea to run the basic MRP in your system. So we have done the configuration. Okay. We have done the configuration, what all we learned as of now. Definitely, video will be a bit lengthy. You can watch in a way of how you learn generally that parts you can mention as a two, three parts and then focus on learning. So we have seen the MRP overview, difference between classic MRP versus MRP live, MRP overview, and yeah, business uses, business process. How will it be useful? Classic MRP. Then we have seen the configuration setup. We created purchasing requisition type and purchase order type because that is required for us as part of the setup.